My name is Myrka. If you don't know me, I am a singer-songwriter from Texas. And today I just wanted to make a little video vlog on a trip that I recently took to record an upcoming song that I have. So why did I decide that I'm gonna start doing little video vlogs? The music marketing class that I'm working with, you know, one of the ideas that they gave me was, Myrka, be more, how do you say, be more relatable. When I'm not in my 9 to 5, I'm working on my 5 to 9, which is what I've always wanted to do, which is be a singer. So I guess I'll just start by kind of sharing this recent trip that I took to California. So it all starts on Thursday night when I was prepping a video that I had to get done right before going on this trip. So we are just getting out of work right now, and I'm on my way to record my new single, and I'm so excited. I have to go finish packing, get ready to head to the airport, and yeah. So I got home, immediately started packing and just checking to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. Put on a little bit of makeup. Here I'm just goofing around because we were super bored. We were talking about how some lady was just like staring at us. It was funny. But we started playing cards just to have the time pass. We ended up getting to California pretty late. Had to take a 30 to 40 minute drive Uber. Finally got to the hotel and immediately knocked out. We didn't even have time to enjoy California. So this is my sleepy Saturday morning phase. We did have a comfortable sleep, but we woke up to a loud banging on our door. The cleaning lady, well, they had a little mix up at the hotel. They had us marked down for I think like one night or something like that. Turns out we were supposed to be there for 3 nights, but she woke us up with just enough time for us to get ready and head over to where we were gonna record, and thankfully we got there on time. So finally we made it, and Troy was so welcoming, and so was his partner, and they had some little slippers for us to have around the house. We chit-chatted and just got acquainted for a little bit before I went into the booth, started warming up. He started making sure that everything was the way that he wanted it to sound, made sure that I liked the way that it sounded, and immediately started working. He was vocally directing me, but also just kind of letting me do my thing, and then just basically building up from what I already had. And here you can see that he's really happy with, you know, where we were starting basically. And after 2 hours of being at it, I was really happy with everything, but my voice was starting to get a little bit tired, so I asked for a little break, and we had a little bit of tea. My little break with him, we kind of just opened up and talked about what it has been like for me as somebody that's pursuing, you know, becoming an artist in the area that I live in. He said something to me that was so sweet and so nice, and I felt like it was coming from a really good place. You know, he said, you walked in here and you were very like mannered, very like to yourself, very reserved. You were very humble. You weren't showing off at all. And the moment we like warmed up, you absolutely were a beast. And that just made me laugh. It made me feel so good. And he goes, a lot of the amazing artists that I've worked with, they like, you'll meet them and they're like, you know, very humble to themselves, very quiet, very sweet, and then the moment that they have to work, they will work. And I thought that was amazing. So finally, once I gave my voice a little break and we talked, I went back to the booth. You left.
It goes right after.
You left. There?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
I kept missing my entrances because we were already like on hour 3, and my brain was absolutely fried.
The timing is perfect. Just hold up the thing a little bit. You left.
Okay. You left.
Perfect.
So after some time of messing up, it was time to hydrate and just kind of sit back and listen to what we had done. Okay, but look at his home studio. Isn't this just like the cutest thing? The cutest thing. So after we were done, Troy went back to the studio and his boyfriend was like, I want to do a mini photo shoot with you, which was super fun and I love the pictures. The pictures are amazing and I've been wanting to share those pictures, but I just haven't because I want to make those pictures a part of this song basically that is about to come up, right? Or come out. It was time for us to part ways, but they recommended a really good Korean barbecue place, which was amazing. We had to go back the next day, honestly, and then their ice cream macaroons were amazing. And on our drive to this Korean barbecue, I saw this wall, and you guys just know I love Lola Young, so I took a little picture, and then I suggested that we went for a walk because my stomach was hurting and also it was our time to explore, but we had to call an Uber pretty quickly after because this was around the wildfire times and people were also trying to start fires. Sunday was all about exploring California. I got to go to Hollywood. So Sunday was a fun day. We went to Hollywood and we're just looking at all of the stars to basically just say that we got to do it. And I took a picture with the Vicente Fernandez star. And eventually we found this little market that we started, walking into. It was very rainy that day, so we didn't get to do much of the stuff that we wanted to, but it was so beautiful. And in our journey in this little market, we ended up finding a place called the Museum of Death, which was honestly very traumatic. We were not allowed to take pictures or anything like that inside, but traumatic. And then they told us about this little plaque, which basically tells a little bit of the history and Capitol Records and that little corner in that area. We found this cool music store and then made our way to Capitol Records and just took a little video out there. It was cool to learn about this. To see a lot of different places. We did go back to the Korean barbecue place. It was delicious. The ice cream was top notch. And later that day went to a little speakeasy. So actually on our way back to the hotel right before finding the speakeasy, we found this little market looking thing and we wanted to go check it out, but first I wanted to get changed since it was kind of raining a lot. So we went and only found that one of the stores was open. When we went past it, there was a lot of them open, but when we got there, only one was open and one burger place was open there. But we bought a bunch of little knickknacks and stuff, and I bought myself a Labubu and some Sunny Angels. And this is me opening up what I thought was going to be a Labubu. It ended up being a Lafufu, but it was still super cute. And I was just opening it up while we were waiting for our drinks. We only ended up having one drink because I was so exhausted and I kind of just honestly wanted to go back to the hotel and rest. Here are drinks. They were very pretty, but I wasn't a big fan. And then I also heard back from my friend who was editing this video, which is the messy cover that we were recording on Thursday. I really loved the video and I was so stoked to just put it out there, but I was just kind of waiting for the right time, and also because on Tuesday I was going to be my first time meeting the music marketing class. So this is our Monday brunch, my last day there, and my friend Jenny so happened to also be in California, so we got together and they drove us to the airport. We got home about 10 p.m., showered, went to sleep, and woke up the next morning 6 a.m. and had a long day ahead of me. This is one of the things that I had to do at my job. I had to go see a concert and it was wonderful. It was an orchestral concert. Right after my job, I had to go straight to the university and I was meeting the students from the music marketing class for the first time and got to talk a bit about what I do and about myself and how we were going to start working together. I was just saying, it was a really short but good trip. Tuesday, like I was saying, I had to meet up with the class, and this was the first time I was going to present myself to the class as an artist. Wednesday, I had an extremely long work day, had to wake up even earlier. Thursday, back to filming. Later that week, finally hear back from Troy. Some of the stuff that he had kind of like worked on the song, some stuff that we had to like add or tweak, things like that. Because I have my day job and everybody that I work with, we all have our responsibilities, we have our daytime jobs, things like that. You know, it's been going a little slower than it normally would. I know that the song is currently pretty close to officially getting back to me, and then from there probably gonna go on to the next step, which is if we need to if there's a budget for making a video, then, you know, getting that done. If we have to do another sort of like photo shoot, if I have to invest in like promoting or putting my song out there, I'm just kind of waiting to see what the next step is. But nonetheless, that's a little insight into one of the things that I'm doing within my music project. But I am very thankful and happy that I'm where I'm at, and that in the past month or so I have been receiving a lot of love and support. A few haters here and there, but I think it's normal. I've had amazing comments, amazing responses from even people in my area. So anyways, if you want to hear more of me, you can find me on your favorite music streaming platform under Myrka. That's Myrka. And if you want to follow me on socials, my socials are Myrka C Music, because Myrka Music was taken. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Hopefully it's not as awkward as this one.